Welcome to another tutorial video on FC26 and welcome to your channel Football Gamer Bros. Here again I came with another pro tips, a pro setting of camera in the game, especially for those who play online, Ultimate Team, or even if you play offline, you need these settings to be set if you're looking for maximizing your ability to score goals. So I didn't go through the settings to show it to you like that. I started a game, so I'm showing to you uh, two types of settings because based on your gameplay, you have to go through either of these two. That's what I would actually suggest to people based on your kind of gameplay, not a specific setting um, exactly for everyone. So there are, at least in my understanding, is there are two settings uh, that are the best to use. So it's easy. You go to the setting, you go to the game setting, and you go to camera here. So the first thing you have to turn off is this one. The Ultimate Team competitive camera to usually disable this for better quality. That's the thing. So the main difference here that I want to talk about, because you're playing either single player or multiplayer, or if you play carrier mode or clubs camera, these are the same thing, but you have to put all of them at the same, because in different modes the camera will be also different. So if you put it like this, so if you play on single player it will be like this, but if you play on multiplayer it will be like this. So the consistency is important. All of them should be same. If you changing anything, I mean, if you're playing clubs, you have to have same kind of view, because if you go and play a single mode, then you will be confused, because eventually you get used to this camera mode. So that's the first thing. The other thing is that you can either use co-op or telebroadcast. It depends on what you're actually um, how you play the game. I mean, if you're kind of person who do the long passes, you want to see your wingers, and you also are able to do the tiki-taka and dribbling while it's zoomed out, or you know what, I will actually describe it better in the game what I mean. But when you're a person who do the build up and you kind of a dribbler, and you have to have a kind of a more control on the player you're playing this, telebroadcast is for you. Otherwise, if you are a counter attack long passer and using your wingers, or you have the control over your player even though you're zoomed out, co-op here is your thing. So what I'm using is co-op, but the same thing, the same settings that actually covers both, is first you have to turn off the power shot zoom, because in the game when you do the power shot, you might actually the opponent might actually block the shot. So you have to have kind of control over your surroundings, and you know what each player is where. So that power shot zoom kind of reduce your reaction and also reduce the sight over other players that you got. So it's better to turn this off. Again, you have to turn this to custom and then change this height to 12. I think that's the best actually height. You can go for higher, but I think 12 or around 12 is the best. And also actually reduce the zoom from 10 to 0, because you want to have access to seeing whole players, especially your wingers, when you are in the defense. Actually, I will show it to you better, but that's the thing. The pro camera zoom also should be 0 as well. These two, I don't think so if you need to change these. So let's go to the game. Let's check the co-op first. And I want to say what's the difference. So on the co-op, you can see, I can see my winger there. See, I can pass it. Oh, come on. Let me just see, you can actually see the whole maximize the whole side of you around the game. See, I can see Vini on top, so I can pass it like that. So I have control over the game. Again, I can see the other actually winger, which is good. See, I can actually see all of my players now, which is actually make it easier for me to do the attack and passing and long passes, as I said. Again, if I come back, I still can see my players. I have more sight. And if you put it on telebroadcast, it can be either tele or telebroadcast. Let's try tele first. So you can see it's more zoomed. So it's better if you want to do the tiki taka and you can't kind of do the long passes. That's what I'm saying. Or if you want to do it and you do the long pass, see, that's easily I can actually uh, lose the ball. And the hard thing is that you have to use the map in case you want to play with it. More actually pro players, they actually have do the passing and all things through the map, but eventually you need to have more insight while you also playing the game as well. So I think co-op for me is the best. But if you're the guy who actually do the short passes like this and you don't care about um, um, for example, Winnie on top, I think this is the best one if you are a dribbler as well at the same time. So let's try the other one as well, just to cover all of them. So on telebroadcast, as you can see on telebroadcast, you're kind of closer to your player, and also it's better in comparison to tele itself, because at least you have some sight on top right. If you can see, I can see Winnie now, which makes it a bit easier for me to do the attack and passing. That's all about the camera. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will actually try to reply in the comments. But uh, I think that would be enough for this. Hope you actually use it and score so many goals. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. I think I covered everything. Hopefully, you apply it and enjoy it. Thank you very much, and bye bye.